Hi, it's Chris from takinnovations. Let's take a look at what else InstaCook can cook and go from there. Hi, this is Chris from takinnovations, just showing you what we'll be doing tonight. Tonight we will be having vegetables and chicken breast fillet. So I'm just letting the vegetables finish themselves off. It's quite hot in there, been steaming them for a couple of minutes. They're pretty much done. But I just want to make sure it's all done. It's quite hot in there, it's sizzling. Alright, so let's take a look. Alright, so we've got our veggies here. As you can see, they're still sizzling, which is pretty much past done, so we don't need to do any more of that. Don't need to do any more of that, so what we'll do is we'll slowly dish it out into the vegetable tray. Into my plate for dinner. Doesn't take much water to actually cook them, so it's around 210 degrees in there. It doesn't take very long to cook these veggies. We'll see how long it takes to cook the chicken breast. Should only be a couple of minutes. So as you can see, I've got my veggies, full balanced meal. Okay, so I'm just going to put let's take a look at the temperature. Alright, so it is around 130 degrees in there. What we'll do is we'll spray a little bit of oil, just because we're going to be putting the chicken in there. I'm going to close it for a few seconds just to show you guys how it heats up. Good thing about this, the battery is fully detachable, lid's fully detachable. This battery runs for about 26 minutes. It's got a 1 hour recharge time, which is pretty good. The temps in there will get anything between 150 and well up to about 280, 300 degrees, but we try and keep it around the 220 mark. We don't want to burn the food, and it's a bit excessive around the 300 marks. So let's leave it for a couple of seconds. Leave it for a couple of more seconds. Let's open it up now and see what it's at. Alright, so it is at 170, 180 degrees. I want to show you, get it up to 200, just to show you guys how hot it gets in there. And once it gets to the 200 mark, but not that we really need to, 180 is quite sufficient. We'll be putting that in the tray. So I use this for dinner most nights. I live in a studio, don't really like, yeah, I've got a kitchenette, it's not really that useful, microwave, but you can't really cook tasty food in a microwave. So let's take a look what the temperature is. So we're looking at 195, alright, so we're looking just under 200. So what we're going to do now, we're going to take the chicken fillets, we're going to pop them in there. There's 4 of them. I'm not sure if I should cook all of them at once, but hey, let's do that. Even though the unit's small, you can still cook a decent sized meal. It's designed to be portable, so well, that's all the base of the chicken is touching the, oh look, a little bit of carrot. There we go. Carrot in there. Okay, let's put this back on. But this guy works great. I've used it thousands of times. I've run through tests. It's taken me 4 years to get to this point. It is flawless. No more problems. Got all the bugs out of the way. Pull it out, recharge it somewhere, have dinner again. So just mix this around a little bit. So as you can see, it's quite warm in there. So we steam the veggies. That would have got up to about 220 degrees. It only takes a few minutes for that. We're going to cook this chicken. I'd like the base to cook away for a little while before I flip the chicken over. But as you can see, lid's cool to touch, a little bit warm. Sides are very, probably around 30 degrees, something like that. And the battery is completely separate, so it doesn't really retain any heat. So I'm just gonna take a look. Let's take a look in there. Let's see what's going on. Okay, as you can hear it, as you can see, the chicken's going white around the outside. Let's move it around a little bit. It's a non-stick surface. I did spray a little bit of olive oil in there. Once this browns up a little, I'm going to switch it back over and we are going to have some dinner. Don't know if you've seen, but battery fully detaches. You can use batteries. This one's 26 minutes. We can use anyone up to an hour. Lid fully detaches. Okay. The unit's completely waterproof. After this, I'll just chuck it in the sink and rinse it down. And basically, yeah, it's ready to go. So you only need to, honestly, you can put it in the sink. You can wash it, put it in the dishwasher, or whatever you think is easiest at that point in time. It's all fine for this unit. For the heat test and the water seal, it is absolutely fine. But yeah, just hosing it down, just washing it down and wiping it down, non-stick surface does really well. That's really easy to do. So the chicken's cooking on one side. Let's flip it over. Okay, as you can see, it's almost cooked on that side. We'll get it to the golden brown stage. Take a couple more minutes. Last time I did beef strips, beef stir fry. It was going to be steak, but there wasn't any steak in the shop. But basically, it's pretty much the same thing. It's pretty much steak cut up into little pieces, but that was delicious. And tonight, I'm looking forward to this. I really like to get rid of that juice and make it nice and crispy. Oh, next time I know not to put so much oil in there. You don't really need it. It's a lock. It's a non-stick surface. You can just wipe it down. Literally nothing sticks to it. I use porcelain because it's thicker. It's more environmentally friendly. It's easy to use. It's not like Teflon. Teflon scrapes off. I've heard horrible things about Teflon, but I'm not really too convinced. I still think Teflon's a great idea. But the ceramic tends to work quite well, and it's very durable. Does not scratch. Cooks properly. Okay, so how does that look? That looks good. As you can see, it's pretty much cooked now. I'm just going to flip it over and do one more flip. Go that one. So this might look small, but with the veggies and this, it's about a standard size meal. I eat a lot, and so this is helping me lose weight by eating a normal sized meal instead of 3 meals at once, which I unfortunately do. So let's let that cook for another couple of minutes. It's going to be probably done in about 2 more minutes. We'll put it into that bowl, and I will be eating it for dinner and then passing out to sleep. Well, we'll see. We'll watch some TV first. But no, this unit's great. You can recharge it with your phone charger, car 12 volt port charger, PowerPoint, yeah, PC, everything. And it is a great unit. It's good, it's portable, it's light, it doesn't weigh very much. The batteries are great. You can use them over and over and over again. It gets to an amazing point. The only thing I'm going to change at some point is a clip to hold it down, so we can hold last night's dinner in there and put it in the fridge, put it out and put it at your desk and cook it at your desk while you're eating. While your colleagues, there's 20 people and 1 microwave in the office, and you can stay at your desk and eat your lunch or dinner depending on how hard you work. So let's take a look at that. Alright, well that's definitely cooked. There's a lot of oil in there, so a lot of oil and juice in there, possibly some from the veggies. So I'm just going to pop this in here. It's all done. Don't know if you can see that. Next time we won't put oil, and we'll get it nice and golden brown. But that is all over. Okay. Alright, so let's detach the unit. That's hot. Okay, pull the lid off. As you can see, the lid goes here. Pull the battery off. Okay, and I'll be chucking this little puppy into the sink. Let it cool down for a minute, hose it down and use it again tomorrow. But that's all, people. I've got my knife, I've got my fork and knife. I'm going to put some barbecue sauce because that's what I like with chicken. It's a little bit non-elegant, as people would say. But no, that's what I'm going to do, and have some dinner and have a good night. Well, thanks for joining me today. And this is InstaCook, and hopefully we will see it soon. All right, you stay classy, San Diego. Bye.